If you clicked on this video, you clearly want to learn how to play Nethack. I have learned very little about it, but enough to get you started so that you don't have to do the at least initial setup of like 4 hours of gameplay just to learn the controls. So let me give you the tips on how to get started, starting now. All right, before we even start the game, I want to show you something that you should have up on your second monitor the whole time you play, if you're playing like me for the first few times, and that is this right here. I will link it in the description down below, but this is a just cheat sheet of the different controls in Nethack. So this will save you so much time looking up how to do certain things. Now, some of these things are used for things that you wouldn't expect them to be used for. In that case, what am I talking about? Maybe the apply, for instance. Apply is kind of confusing because you apply a lockpick. You would think it'd be something like use, but use seems to be apply. So this is something you want to have open. It shows you the movement controls. It shows you exploration, what you need. But I'm going to go over the ones that I use that I think are the most important. But this is just the basics. This will get you through the first, like, I think I've gotten to floor 5. Floor 5 is where usually things start going downhill for me. So let's talk about how we start the game. The first thing you do is you type in what name you want to have. We're going to call ourselves Trellis. Trellio? That's kind of cool. We're going to be Trellio. All right, we hit enter. Shall I pick a character's race, role, gender, alignment for you? So this is yes, no. I don't know what the AQ is, but we're going to say no. We want to pick our own. So we hit in, and it goes straight to the next screen. We've got to pick a role. I'm going to recommend for this we go as a rogue because I've got a few things about rogue that I like. We're going to be a human rogue, and we're going to be a male. And yes, we're going to start the game. It gives you your little intro. You can hit spacebar or enter, and then boom, we're in game. So the first thing that's very important is you might try to use your mouse for anything. It really does nothing. I'll show you one thing it does do, but what we can hit is the colon button, and that gives us the ability to move around this cursor instead of walking around, so we can see that this is a lamp. All right, so a lamp is sitting there. Next to us is a tame little dog. You always start in Nethack, as far as I know, with an animal. I'm pretty much going to talk only from the rogue's perspective, so that we all know we're on the same page here. But once you're done looking around, you can hit escape, and now we're back. We still haven't taken a turn yet. This game is all turn-based, so once I move, boom, the dog could have moved in any direction. Anything could have happened. Somewhere else in this map, maybe 5 monsters wiggled a little bit. It doesn't really matter. What we know is that we're going to walk out of here. Now, I don't have a numpad on this keyboard since I'm at the office, so I cannot walk in diagonals, but normally you'll use the numpad, and think of it as the middle is looking in the spot you're at, and then there's up, top, right, all those directions are optionally there. There are other ways to move that way, but I don't really get how they work, so I will not be moving diagonals. If you're really desperate, you can, I believe, use your mouse to click on a square, and your character will try to walk to it. But in this case, I'm just going to walk normally. So the dog picked up a lamp. That's cool. If I heard correctly, if a dog picks up or if your pet picks up anything, it's not cursed because almost everything I find is cursed. So now we get these little corridors. Think of them as unlit areas where you're walking through because later we're going to run to areas that are too dark to see. Now we're just going to wander around this corridor. It only reveals the square next to us. And we're just going to keep going. And now we've hit a door. When I walk into this door, I'm either going to open it or I'm going to find out it's locked. The door resists. The door resists. The door resists. The door opens. I don't really know what the point of that is. I'm guessing in old D&D, some doors are so old they don't really open. But now we can go inside and let's look around the room. We hit colon. Think of it as your 2 eyes, right? You're looking around. And we see some gold pieces on the ground and a wand. Awesome. So we're going to walk up, and then when we're over top something we want, at the beginning of the game, you might have auto loot turned on, which is shift @, and that turns on auto pickup for all objects. Turn that off. You don't want to be picking up everything. If you do want to pick up something at your feet, you're going to hit comma. Comma is loot my feet, whatever's there. You see a crystal wand, loot that. Now we have a crystal wand. How do we know it's in our inventory? Well, I for inventory, of course. It lists it all out. Those are the letters followed by the item that it is. So an uncursed potion of sickness. I don't know what to do if I drink that. Or quaff it is going to be the command, so that's Q. But we have 9 daggers, a short sword in hand, and we have some gold pieces now. And I'll show you how to throw the daggers. That's one thing I really like about the rogue is that we have an option for ranged while we're learning. I went ahead and opened this door. I'm going to try this door as well. Okay, this door is locked. Locked objects. You're a rogue, we have options. We could, number one, if we weren't a rogue, we could attempt to kick this door open by doing Control D and then kicking in the direction of the door. Instead, we're a rogue, so we're going to hit A to apply. And that gives us a list of different things we can do. And we could apply a crystal wand to the door. I don't know what that will do. It'd be kind of funny to find out. But I know E will do our uncursed lockpicks. So we will click and then do lockpick. Would you like to unlock it? Yes. You succeed in picking the lock. We now can walk into that door. Now, I didn't check it for traps. There was a chance there was a trap on that door, so we could have gotten hurt. But we're going to continue to walk. Aha. There's something in this room. Let's go look at it. It's this. Bum, 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 bum. It's a wall and a potion. So we can go get that potion. The door resists. The door opens. An enemy has found us. How do we know? Well, our health just went down. If you check right here, boom, health just went down. We've been attacked. What attacked us? The newt. It bites. Oh, no. Where's the newt? Let's look around for any character that's not this corridor looking, not these floor tiles. Oh, it's that. It's this thing right here. Double colon and yellow. That's a newt. You'll start to recognize things, at least on the first floor if you're like me. And you'll recognize things you haven't seen in a while. So we'll look at the newt to make sure. Yep, newt. What can we do to kill the newt? Well, simply move into it. So if I say up, you miss the newt. The newt bites. Up. You kill the newt. The little dog eats the newt corpse. Okay, cool. So our dog's fed. If he didn't eat that newt, we were going to eat that newt, just so you know. That newt wasn't getting out of there alive. Oh, we've got a spot out of here. A momentary blinded by a flash of light. You hear a deafening roar. Uh-oh, something weird just happened. We can look where we just were. A magic trap. I don't know what it does, but we were momentarily blinded. So we can't see. We're blind and deaf for a moment. So we can probably wait this out. Aha, we waited. We can now see again. This is a normal room. So one thing we could do in a room like this is if we don't believe this room is the end, like we haven't found the steps down yet, we can hit S over and over again. And this is searching the area near us. And if anything was in this room, about 10 searches will usually give us a good chance. By the way, the magic trap still works. So once you've walked in a square, just know we could walk into it again and hurt ourselves. But we just want to walk around. I didn't mention we found the steps down. They're right here. So if I want to look at them, staircase down. So that is how we go down. And in the dungeon, you don't necessarily want to go down until you found every room on the floor you're on. At least that's my opinion, because you need XP. Everything gets harder the longer you're playing. So I think we're going to walk over here. And since I don't want to walk the whole way around, I'm just going to click. Aha, it stopped us automatically. Why? Because something appeared. What is it? I know, because it's a purple X, that it's a grid bug. But we can confirm that, yep, it's a grid bug. So I'm going to walk backwards into this room because I want to show you all something fun you can do as a rogue. Ah, it's 2 grid bugs. So if I hit F, it'll say you have no ammunition ready. This means I'm trying to fire a weapon that I don't have ready. Well, what would I like to fire? I could throw, essentially I'm going to throw something now. I could throw a short sword. I could, go ahead and show me everything. I could throw the crystal wand. I could throw an uncursed sack. I could do all these things. What I'm going to do is choose to throw some of my +0 daggers. And I will pick to the right. And boom, you see that little comma on the ground? That's my dagger I just threw. I killed the grid bug. And now I'm going to F. Daggers again. And throw it again. The first dagger misses the grid bug. The second dagger misses the grid bug. Oh no. Okay, I threw a bunch of daggers, and I only end up hitting the very end. Now I gotta get my daggers back, comma, comma. Look at that. We picked up our daggers. We are now gonna head back to where we were going to go, which was right here, to see if this extends any further. So I'm gonna search right here, because there may be a hidden passage to enter this room. Ah, look at that. There was one. And how did I find it? I just hit S over and over again, right where it was. Oh, there's some bodies here. They're comestibles, which means they can be eaten up. But I have 2 things here in the spot, so I'm not picking them both up, so I have to just select what I want. Well, I want the newt corpse for sure. I'll hit B. Now there's a plus sign there. I want the slime mold, so I'll hit A, and then I will hit Enter. And boom, I've now picked them both up. And let's go ahead and descend. But, oh, my dog come with me, so I'm going to hit period, which is kind of like the wait key. And now that I've hit period twice, my dog is next to me. I will hold shift and then tap the I believe it's greater than. If not, it's whatever sign that the stairs are. You go down. And now we're in a new room. And the first thing we do is find out what's near us. A food ration. Oh, that's really good. We'll walk over it. Hit comma. We've picked up a food ration. Let's say it's time to eat. I'll hit E. And I can look at all my options. Would I like to eat a newt corpse, a slime mold, or a food ration. How about we try the newt corpse? The newt corpse tastes terrible. You finish eating the newt corpse. I'm okay with it tasting terrible. The food ration won't go bad. That newt corpse will. That could kill me later. This door is locked. Let's attempt Control D. Kick. You kick the door and it crashes open. Ah, a grid bug appeared. We kill the grid bug. We just keep walking. This is the essence of the game as I've understood it. As long as I knew these things, I'm hoping to find a chest to show you how to open a chest, because boy, did that take me forever when I tried to figure it out. There are 10 gold pieces. We yoink that. There's a scroll labeled Lorem Ipsum. That's ironic. I don't know if anyone here does web development, but when you're really anywhere that you need copy, you can use Lorem Ipsum. Forget the Lorem Ipsum tangent. Right here. This square above us, it just seems to go nowhere. That's really stupid. And I thought initially, old game, there's nothing here. Hit the search key. S, 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 S. All right, cool. Nothing's here. There's usually a high chance when you find a little corridor like that, and I may have still missed it, that there's another way to go, and I'm just not seeing it because I need to search for the hidden passageway. But dead ends like that are not normal. So whenever you see that and you haven't found the stairs down yet, know that you can probably search there to find the answer. This area would be so much better if I was using a numpad, because I just had to waste like 5 turns walking around. All right. Here we are. Oh, we've entered. What's in here? Something's in here. It's red. It's a fox. It's probably not friendly. The fox, there's a cram ration. The fox bites. We attack the fox and we kill it. We're taking that ration. Okay, this seems to end at a dead end, so we're going to search. Aha! We found a hidden door. The door is locked. What can we do? Well, we're going to apply, hit A, E, an uncursed lockpick. To the right, yes. You succeed in picking the lock. Boom. Oh, what's this dead end again? Search, search, search. We find a hidden passage. A cram ration. I see ration. I take. Click. The little dog triggers something. We're searching to find... Oh, there's a newt that walked in while I was searching. I can't attack in that direction, so I have to move over. We killed the newt. I heard the dog trigger something when he walked over here, so we're going to walk this way. Okay, in a hallway, you'll see these weird commas, or the... What is this? This is a apostrophe. That's a boulder. So you want to worry about like not pushing them too soon. If you push them too soon, you might lock yourself out of a passage. I don't know how to destroy one. I'm sure you can, but I don't know how. So I just fear them. Oh, a gush of water hits me. There's a rust trap. Oh, weird dead end. Search, 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 search. And it seems like nothing's there. I'm going to try to walk around this little trap. A gush of water hit the dog on the head. That's all right. A grid bug. We kill it. A kobold zombie. We killed it too fast because we're moving too fast. You have trouble lifting a kobold corpse. Oh, no, I'm too heavy. What can I do? Well, I can hit D to drop something, and I see all of the letters, so I can just look at what letter I want to drop. I'm looking for... A corpse is almost always a comestible, which means edible. And I will hit N to drop that corpse. And now I'm no longer overburdened. When you're overburdened, you can't, I don't think, move in diagonals past things. You can't squeeze through. What's here? I think it's a lichen. It is a lichen. Ha! 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 All right, it never got a hit on me. Great. What's going on here? Okay, I pushed a boulder because I wasn't paying attention. I can't seem to find a way into this place. That's stupid. It's annoying. S, 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 S. Oh, the dog found it. Oh, no, you ate the rash before I could get to it. Bad boy. Sky blue potion and an egg. All right, that seems to be everything on this floor, so now what I'll do is click on the way out, but the dog picks up a figurine of a jackal and then drops it. That's all right. We're just going to click on this again, and we're hungry, so we're going to E, and let's just go ahead and eat an egg. Ugh, rotten egg. But we're no longer hungry. The hungry effect that shows up right here, by the way, in red, and if you see fainting, it means you're very, very hungry, like you're in the early stages of dying. So, we descend. I clicked on this map. I feel mildly nauseated. Okay, I'm stunned and confused. It's probably because I'm sick from the rotten egg. If you're confused, be careful. Walking into your dog will make you attack them. And some of your things are going to be a little off. So it's best to just wait and spot. So now we're going to descend the stairs, shift, and then descend. And in this room, I think that's a fountain and a potion. So, yep, you could walk over, grab. I'm hungry again because the egg wasn't much. I'm going to hit E. eat a food ration, hits the spot, you eat a food ration. Yum, 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 yum. And the game continues. You just keep exploring. As you learn, you'll learn more about the game and how it works. But I think that's really all you need to know. So just once again, the only thing I'm going to teach you that I didn't teach you before is how to unlock a door or check for traps. Let me check. Is this a statue? Crude ring mail, staircase down, and a spear. So if you want to check for traps, we can type in hashtag. And by doing hashtag, you can, or is that pound symbol? I can't remember anymore. If you did a tic-tac-toe symbol, right, you can type in some commands. And these are the ones you'll notice on this sheet here that have the hashtag before it, like hashtag jump. But now I can do things like hashtag untrap. And then it'll ask me what direction. To the right, you find no traps on the door. I don't think, and I'm not sure. Two things just happened. I find no traps on the door. I just checked twice. I don't know if you can miss the check like you can on a search, so you can do it multiple times. But you hear noises in the distance means that your pet is fighting something. So something is down here with us. We can go ahead and try to find our little dog. Oh, he's right here. And I don't see anything here, so he probably killed it. There's a boulder in this corridor, but we can move past it with a corner here. And then we keep walking. And this is the essence of Nethack, as I understand it. There's a floor of the room here, a spell book on the ground, a fountain. We could walk up to the fountain, hit A, and apply the crystal wand. Sure you want to break the crystal wand? Yes. Boom. Look at that. I just died. I applied the crystal wand, and I broke it for some reason, and the magic came out and killed me. Do you want your possessions identified? Yes. This will tell us that everything we had was uncursed. Cool. We had a healthy inventory. I didn't know that. Would you like your attributes? Yep. This is all the things you had. Boom, boom, boom. Look at that. Count of creatures vanished. No. Dungeon overview. Yeah. You were here. Level 3. And there's a little gravestone. You're going to see that thing a lot. Every game's a full restart. But I think with those tools, you can skip a lot of the early learning. Essentially, use that little key guide, and that is how I play a game of Nethack and have a somewhat fun time. So I'm trying to get better at it. I do it kind of when I'm bored, when I listen to an audiobook. I just kind of play this game on the side. So let me know if this helped you all down below. I feel like there's not a lot of modern guides on how to play this game. This doesn't make you any better. This just gets you started. So thank you all for watching, and peace.